Greetings, Good Life Nation, and welcome to another Tuesday Night President's Call. Matt Landau, your president here.
CEO and founder, Mark Seaforth. I'm glad to be with you guys this evening.
Absolutely, guys, and a lot to go over tonight as we get kind of into this new PCV era, kind of formally and officially in the next week. So what Mark and I want to do tonight is we really want to talk about that and some of the other kind of basics and fundamentals about what we're doing here in Good Life and why it's so critically important, at this juncture as a company with where we are. But before we jump into that, I want to take a minute, as I always do, to kind of go over some of our promotions and everything that we got going.
We always have promotions.
Always got a lot of balls in the air, guys.
Yeah.
And these are all fun and exciting ones because they're just building on all the great concepts that we already have in place and all these great product enhancements and opportunity enhancements that we've come out with. So, of course, there's the spring break. That was started out as the March Madness. Has been extended into the not April Fools.
I still like the April Fools.
You like it? You like it? But that's been a very successful promotion. It's been a great tool to really go back to a lot of people that had subscriptions at a certain point and to be able to go back and re-engage
again, how that works, so everybody knows.
Yep. So if anybody is if they ever were a silver, then they're able to go up and become a platinum. If they ever were a silver subscriber, they're allowed to go up and they become a platinum for just $100. Right. And there's a $50 quick pay that's really, just a great kicker to get people excited about it. If you are or ever were a gold, then you can go up to that platinum subscription for $50, which is great value to get you in there. And nice little $25 quick pay that we have going there.
Now this all ends the end of this month?
End of this month. So we've got 8 more days left in April, and so this little window is closing fast, but it's a really exciting time. And then of course, if somebody was a platinum, then they get to go back and retake that position for free. Right. So really, it's our thank you to anybody that ever, believed early. Right. Maybe had a little rough time because for obvious
back working or building again, and so
and now they're back in and building. So that promotion is in place and going great. The end of this month, we're going to be closing the Legacy Tree promotion for the top 15 spots.
That's right.
And so after we mentioned it last call, and people, really hadn't been a lot of people that qualified. Yeah. We've actually had a really good week, guys, and so there's been a few more that have qualified.
It's actually been probably one of the best weeks since January, I guess.
Well, yeah, and because this is the culmination of everything that we started in January is now being put into place.
Right.
And we've now not only got all these great things in place, but we've got so many ways for them to go out and be able to share it with people. And you guys have asked, and we've listened. You've wanted tools to be able to explain and share Good Life with people in very simple and repeatable ways and very novel, exciting ways. And so that's what everything that we're rolling out is so exciting about that. So, of course, the top 15, you have to get 10 points to qualify. So a point per subscriber. So anybody that's for the past couple months either was working or is working or just woke up and started working, you hit that 10, and you're going to be eligible to win one of those coveted top 15 spots. So you got 8 more days to do that, guys. And all these promotions, anything you do with those are going to count.
Yeah. So you want to get there, guys. Yeah, I love this. He's doing all the work. I just get here. Yep,
he's just sitting there.
I like
it. Don't trust me. Let's go. I'm almost done. So the spring break, the top 15, of course, the lateral program, which has been a group, or what we call the group program, has been very exciting, very successful. You guys are getting that replicated link. You're getting at least 3 people that are excited to join, and you're sharing with them, and they're able to come in for $149 as a platinum subscriber or an IBO and a platinum subscriber, which is an amazing opportunity to be able to come in at that price point. And then, of course, there's the old friends and family.
Yeah, that's right. Family and friends. Friends. We have that in place now. And, of course, this is going to make it very easy for those of you that need to get to that 50 PCV to make sure you're qualified to receive your commissions. Because remember, guys, we've been talking about this since January. This all comes into play this month. And so we've been sharing with everybody that, hey, at the end of this month, you have to have your 50 PCV to qualify for your commissions. And this is actually an important thing because, number one, it's going to increase everybody's checks because everybody's personal, PCV is going to be going up. But secondly, obviously, it's going to create what we've all been looking for a while is the fact that you're going to have compression now. So people that don't qualify, they compress out. So it means, obviously, if you imagine you got an accordion and you got people outside your pay line, then it compresses up and it's all people in your pay line you're getting paid on. That's going to make for some checks for a lot of you out there. So that all comes into play this month, guys. So it's in effect, and then obviously the commissions that we're paying during the month of May for the past month are going to be based on you have to have that 50 PCV.
Yep.
And so it's simple with the family and friends because all you need is you're a platinum subscriber already and you have one family and friends. So you just go share it with anybody out there that you know, and they're getting think about it, for $49 a month. They're going to be able to save, $3, $4, $5, maybe even $10,000 or more every year because of the benefits that are available to them. Plus all kinds of amazing stuff that's built into this, even like the personal assistant, all these little fun things that we have built into the benefit package. So it's a great deal for anybody out there because remember the normal subscription cost for anybody is $299. $299 up front one time, and then it's $49 a month. But here with the family and friends, we waive the $299.
Yeah.
And so, but remember, it's only one. You only get one. You don't get 2 or 3 or 4. You get one.
And what I love about this is it's the perfect kind of like compromise. It's a great way. We'd love to be able, to be able to charge that $299, but we want to do something that's going to enable you to have.
We'd love to be able to charge you $299. We'd love not.
We'd love to collect. The company would be happy to collect the money.
Yeah, right. Well, you guys make a nice enrollment bonus on it too, of course. And we're going to have to for the majority's sake. That's what we'll have, and it's a great value at that. But we do. Again, we just felt like we had to have at least one way to make it easy.
To be able to give you that opportunity to share it in a very easy way without having to, really ask somebody to pay all that money up front necessarily, and to be able to come in and allow you. Of course you did.
Keep going. I'm just going to be turning off my phone here.
All right. Well, you go ahead. Check your text while you're at it.
Oh, look at this. Just kidding.
To be able to help you share the good life, to have somebody come in and really enjoy the good life and be able to appreciate what the product brings to them. And then to also allow you to really have an easy way to qualify for that PCV. I mean, this is really just a perfect culmination of everything we're doing.
Yeah. And then guys, in your back office now, you've got the presentation there, from all you got to do is let people take a look at that. It explains the business from, top to bottom, A to Z.
Well, and what I want to do is I want to take a moment. We're going to kind of talk about the PCV for a few minutes, and then you're going to go back and talk a little bit of Team Tree.
I got something I want to share.
Get back into the fundamentals a little bit, because if you remember when we first started talking about this 50 PCV concept, this was back in January, the end of January.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was really a lot of really important factors that led to this. One, it makes a heck of a lot of sense, and it really dials in people on the product.
It probably doubles everybody's, personal volume right now, which is great. What does that mean? If it doubles everybody's volume, it means it doubles your check.
Mm-hmm. So, too, it doubles it makes everybody.
Double your pleasure, double your fun, right?
Makes you make a lot more money. But for me, as the compliance guy, it's what the FTC has come out and mandated. They said, we're not looking at, we're going to look at comp plans in the industry, and we're going to look at them in terms of retail consumption. All right. Remember, we had this kind of laid this out a few months ago and kind of wanted you guys to understand where we were when we came up with this. But it's about retail consumption. So if you have commission plans and you're paying monies on things that are not based on actual consumption of a retail product, you're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble.
Right.
And in hot water really quick. And of course, because you're a product-based company, that's what we are. So everything should be about the product. So to assign PCV to the actual retail purchases and say, we're going to pay these bonuses and these commissions based upon actual retail consumption. I mean, it's the perfect compliance with the letter of the law right now. And the step further that is they're not just looking at retail consumption, they're looking at who is doing the retail consumption. So some of these companies where they're just encouraging their distributors to just go fill their garage with all kinds of stuff just so they qualify, they're paying attention to that now. So it's actually about true retail customers. Mm-hmm. So when we do this, where you can share this with a family or friend, who's not an IBO, or we say, half of your PCV requirement comes from a non-IBO, it is, or the 25 you get from the non-IBO. It's because that fits perfectly with what the FTC and what the standards are in our industry. Right. So this is an evolution, guys, that it makes perfect sense. It's fully compliant. It focuses on our product. It encourages real building, and that real building yields real payments. Right. And that's where you think, when you realize, so now when you look at something like compression, which is basically those that aren't doing anything, I kind of, someone said dead wood, people that just aren't, they're just not engaged in the opportunity. Mm-hmm. That's fine. They can be great users of the product, but they're not, but those that are building are the ones that deserve to be rewarded. And that, to me, we've always paid, I think more than any other company out there in the industry, And for us to be able to take those monies and really apply it to those that are engaged, those that are building, those that are appreciating what we're doing, I mean, that really feels good. So,
yeah, it does. And guys, there's many ways to do it. I mean, the VIP card's a product too. You get that out there and people use it, it creates CV for you. So, there's plenty of different ways to do it.
Wholesale shopping network,
Wholesale
too.
shopping network, where you get purchases that people make in wholesale shopping. That creates, because that's a product that's being used and consumed. And
of course, we adjusted again, as we roll everything out, we kind of put it in there and we say, okay, how can we really make this better? How can we make this the best possible situation for you? So we actually went in and we readjusted the PCV for the wholesale network purchases.
Right.
So it was 20%. Now it's 30%.
Yeah.
So great opportunity to go and use these products and to generate the PCV that you can as well. And of course, we're going to continue to develop new products, and we're going to be adding some really cool stuff to that too. So just really exciting times.
Yeah, it really is. And tonight also, what I wanted to do is share with you a little about, because sometimes we forget to talk about, how good this compensation plan is. And earlier we were talking with the advisory board, and we were talking about the team tree, how it pays. And sometimes I forget that not everybody really gets it. And so create a kind of a simple visual I want to share with everybody, because when you realize this, it'll make you realize just what a great, great opportunity that you really do have here at the Good Life. So let me bring that up for you. This is going to be kind of fun, and it's simple, and it's an easy visual that anybody can follow. And I'll just walk you right through it. And I think you're going to like this, guys.
Share that.
Yeah, hold on for a second. Don't look at this screen. Don't look there. Don't look.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes. You didn't see any of that yet, okay? Because I actually want to build this for you. I want to actually show you what sets us apart. And we're just talking about the team tree. Obviously, the legacy tree is something that's spectacular and all to itself. Nothing like anything that's in the industry right now. But the same is true with our team tree. So let's take a look at this. Here's how a conventional payout would be in, say, a traditional network marketing payout, okay? And by the way, when I'm showing this, what I'm really basing this on is that every circle you see here, represents, say, $10 in income, okay, as an example. But let's say you went out and you put in a couple people, right, 1 and 2. And then you put in somebody else, third person enrolled, the fourth person enrolled, the fifth person enrolled. It doesn't matter who's enrolling who. It's just that these people are enrolling, okay? And this example right here, 3 enrolls 6, all right? In the next example, you've got 7. And then you've got, 5 enrolls 8. So this is just conventional how it would happen. And then when you start calculating the pay on this, and you say, okay, you basically have 10 positions that are underneath of you right now. Each one's generating $10. So in this little simple example, obviously that's 8 positions times the 10. So you're making $80, okay? Okay, now let's take a look at the exact same thing happening in Good Life and the difference because of the team tree. And this is really important because this is what really sets us apart. And it's pretty simple. After you look at both sides, you're going to say, why would anybody want to do what's on the left? And you wouldn't, because here's what happens here. Here at the Good Life, again, we start with you, and you get one person, right? And then you get another person, okay? Now, the third person that you get, though, it's different. The third person that you get in the Good Life creates what? An IBO team. That's right, okay? So now you've got an IBO team. And the guy that's in that team with you is number 3, and we'll call him number 3, and you, correct? And then you go out and you get one more, because again, this is basically, we were showing this on the left. This was you doing a lot of enrolling, just for simplicity's sake. And then after that, you create another position. Well, this time it creates another team tree for you. So now you've got you and 2 team trees. Now remember, it's still the same number of people. This is what's really important, okay? Now the next thing that happens is 3 there. It's part of your team tree. He goes out and enrolls somebody, which is number 6. Well, the moment that he does that, and he enrolls number 6 there, it creates his sole position. Because remember, he came in what? With you as a team. Yeah. So now, he's now underneath of that position as an individual, okay? And that's where, by the way, because in our comp plan, you only pay one time. You don't pay for all these team tree positions. You only pay for that one sole position, that one individual position.
The same investment in each scenario.
Right, same investment, and now same dollars. Now let's look at what happens. Now, again, you're back again. You get the 7th person rolls. It's your qualifier. Now 5 gets somebody that rolls 8, and the moment he does that, what happens again? 5 is now re-entered, right, underneath of 8. That's his sole position now. So now you got, but if you look at it, you got the exact same number of people. Again, you ignore, the two team tree position, but it's the exact same number of people. So what have you got? Well, if you count them up, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So you got 8 times 10 is $80. But on the same volume, the same dollars, you also have two team trees. What did the team tree create for you? Well, here in this example, you're getting 50% of it. So you've got under U and /3, you've got what? There's 3 positions there, actually two. So you've got 3 enrolled 6, you got 3 and 4. So what happens is you got 3 times 10 is $30 times 15 times 50%, that's $15. The second one is another same thing over here on the right. So look what just happened. Same number of people, same dollar amount, but look at the difference. In conventional, you made $80. Here, you made $110. That's a 40% increase. A 40% increase over what other comp plans would be paying for the same amount of volume. Why would anybody want to do a traditional when they have this? You wouldn't. And guys, the amazing thing about this, it gets better the bigger it gets, because the more team trees you add, because remember, after your 2, everything else is a team tree and a qualifier, team tree and a qualifier, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and actually that percentage increase of 40% gets higher. It slowly grows up higher and higher. So instead of being a 40% increase like it is here in this little simple example, it'll get high as 50%. So guys, there's nothing like this. There is not anything like this that exists. So I just wanted to share that.
Well, you know what's so cool about that? I mean, we always talk about, with the team tree, yeah, you get multiple pay positions, but you really don't quite understand until you see it that way. And
right.
It really doesn't register that not only are you making what you would be making in a traditional scenario, you're building and adding teams, which are all adding more and more opportunities and more paychecks.
Because what you're doing is you're getting paid, more than one time on somebody's actual, dollar amounts. So, again, I just use $10. I mean, it could be each node could represent $100 because if it's, based on customers, or it could be $1. It doesn't matter what the amount, but it's still apples to apples.
And that's the brilliance of this, and people want simplicity. And I understand, it is simple, but sometimes new concepts, while simple, just take a minute to kind of just see and to visualize. And to see it like that is really spectacular.
So we decided one of the things we need to do, which would be better as a company, is to make this kind of stuff available, because it becomes a weapon that you can use when you're talking to, say, a pro out there in the industry. He goes, yeah, but we get paid this way. You go, okay, well, this is the way you get paid on the left. This is why we get paid on the right. Tell me which one's better.
Yeah. And we have the legacy tree, and we have card revenues, and all the other wonderful ways.
So as you see, guys, this is pretty. I'm going to come back here to the video, but as you can see, that's just one little example. We're going to have that in your back office for you, and we're creating some others too, because I think once you really grasp this, it's so great. And the beauty of this, you don't have to even understand it.
Yes.
It's all done. It's all automated. It's all done for you. As you build, it automatically builds your team trees. It builds your qualifiers. It does all the placement. All you got to do is go work, and it'll build. Now, the great thing about this now, with the dynamic compression in place, is the 50 PCV. Oh my gosh, because that means everything's going to start stacking. And same thing with the quick pay, because the quick pay is done the same way now, except for your first tier. Now, if you enroll somebody and they come in at the $299, you still make your $100 quick pay. Okay, but the other 4 tiers, you have to be qualified. You have to be 50 PCV qualified to get those other 4 tiers. So that also, it gets paid out. But if you don't qualify, somebody say in the middle doesn't get paid up, it compresses up, so you get. So what it's really going to do is constantly reward the people that are qualified in building the business, guys. And this is going to be tremendous for all of you going forward. So that's why we're really excited. I mean, we keep hammering this message. We're so afraid a lot of people aren't, they're not listening, not paying attention, and they're going to be shocked when they don't get a check this month.
Right.
Because they're not paying attention, they're not looking at their emails, they're not looking in their back office. They don't realize they're just going along like they've been going for months and getting a check, but they're not going to get a check anymore.
Right.
Unless they get out there and get qualified. And we've made it easy with the family and friends.
It's compliant. That's why the email that went out today, I had Joey put in big red letters, FTC compliance, because guys, this is so critically important for long-term growth and long-term stability, because we are a legacy company. We really do feel that way. And these are the types of movements that you do to really promote that kind of growth. And so it's exciting to have that, to be at that moment. And then to go back and look at how amazing, our foundational concepts, the team tree, and that is something from the very beginning it really makes that much more sense now as you're looking at it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And then you add the legacy tree in, how we do that. And guys, we've got something amazing. We really do. We've got a tremendous opportunity here. And you know, I just think we've just got to get everybody realizing, okay, we went through our pains, we fixed the issues, we fixed the problems, and now we're doing all the right things, you know, and we're creating all the marketing campaigns behind this because we've got something that's really special.
Yep.
So,
That's
with that, I'm golden for tonight. How about you?
That's, you know, absolutely. Couldn't have said it any better, guys. We have something special that we brought that you guys have, and we can share and grow together. And so for that, we thank you. We appreciate everything that we're doing together. So, guys, keep doing it. We appreciate you. Have a great night. Take care, and God bless.
Good night, everybody.